Welcome to today's midday movers. I know we're 1 o'clock now, but just that break in the day, that chance to step away from a desk, from a computer screen, to get the body moving, to balance our energy levels and prepare us for this afternoon. So today I've planned an entirely standing practice for you. I know we spend a lot of time seated. So without further ado, we will begin. So making your way up to standing. Now it doesn't matter what you're wearing, if you've got shoes on, if you're bare feet, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. Let's go ahead and take a slightly wider stance. So you'll see I'm on a yoga mat. Again, that's really not important either. You can be on the floor, you could be outside, you could be in the grass, on the carpet. But take a nice wide stance, so slightly wider than shoulder distance. Spread the toes in your shoes or in bare feet and really connect the feet with the ground. And when you're ready, taking your arms out and up. And we're going to make this big sort of star shape. And you see I'm spreading my fingers and reaching out through the arms, making my body as big in space as I can, and already I can feel some muscles in my upper back starting to work. When we sit at our desks, we get quite small and tight in the body. Just get quite expansive. Then lift your gaze higher than eye level slightly. Get proud through the chest. A big, big shape. I like to imagine that I'm standing on top of a mountain and just reaching my arms out and absorbing all the fresh air in through my skin as much as through my breath. Let's bring that awareness to the breath. Take a big inhale and a full exhale. Now we get tired and sluggish throughout the day just through immobility. So let's just fake a couple of yawns. Let the body release that. So inhale. And see if you can make the body yawn. Couple more. Really release through the mouth and jaw once more. And releasing the arms down. Just take a little rock from side to side. You see I'm barely moving, sort of shifting my weight side to side, letting a little jig come up through the whole body, and relax the head with it a little bit as well. And then coming to the still point. We're going to change that yawn for a sigh now. And sighs we found are a really good physiological reason in the body. We have these little air sacs in our lungs called the alveoli, and some of them can collapse in on themselves in a day. And a yawn is a way of forcing the body to stretch out and expand those air sacs so we can absorb more oxygen with our breath. Now inhale, reaching the arms up. And sigh out all the air you can. And imagine these air sacs stretching out, inflating in fact as you sigh. Inhale deeply, as much breath as you can. Get greedy. And sigh. Make the breath as long as you can. Inhale. And sigh, your lungs stretching. Get all the breath out. Once more. Good. And release the arms. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Roll out through the shoulders, feet still wide, and press your chest upwards. Take the gaze a little upwards again, really proud through the heart. Stretching out the shoulders, the upper back, expanding in the chest. And then gently, just start to sway or twist side to side. It's just some kind of movement. You can get a bit more wiggly with it. You can let the head move. Just getting into all the little nooks and crannies that need a stretch, a bit of a wiggle. You can reach the hands back. I've got them interlaced the whole time. Sometimes when we stretch too statically, we don't get into all the creases and crinkles. Then releasing the hands, you're going to bring your right hand to your hip. Inhale, take the left arm out, up, and then over into a side bend. But as you do, use your other hand to press the hips out to the left. Then pressing my hips to the left and stretching away in the opposite direction. Inhale, come up, swapping sides, left hand to the hip, pushing the hips to the right and reaching away from that. Again, you don't have to hold still in a stretch. You can wiggle. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, swap the hands. Inhale, stretch tall. And over you go again. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swap sides. Stretch tall. And over we go. Inhale, coming back to center. Both hands to the hips. Walk those feet a little bit wider. Turn your heels in, toes out. And let's get into the legs and the hips now and the butt. That all gets a little sleepy when we sit down. So coming down into this squat. You can see I've got my hands on the tops of the thighs, arms straight. My shoulders lift actually. And I'm pushing down to sink my hips. And again, you can hold still, but you don't have to. Try swaying your hips side to side. And you just feel how that stretch gets into more parts of the body. Keep breathing deep with it. You're using some big muscles now. This is called the goddess squat. I'm sure I've told you that before, but the goddess squat. And inhale, press down through the feet, come up. Turn the toes forward. You can take a huge step to the right and cross that leg in front. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take a hold of your left wrist, stretch up and side bend over. Now I don't have my hands to push me this time. I'm still pushing my hips out in the opposite way. You can gaze down, you can gaze up, whatever your preference. But try and lean back a little bit. Get some length through the body. Inhale, come up. Big step out into goddess squat. So step big. Heels in, toes out, squat down, hands on the thighs, shoulders lift, and sway your goddess. This is certainly one of my favorites. I love a goddess squat for how it strengthens my thighs, strengthens my glutes, while stretching my hips and groin. Love a multitask. It feels strong too. My husband hates it. Press down through the feet. Inhale, coming up. Going the other way, big step out to the left. Cross that right leg in front. Reach up, grasp the right hand. Take a side bend over to the left. Pushing the hips right. Lean back slightly, open up through the front of the body. Breathing deep. Once more. Then we're going to do those again, but we're going to move between them quicker. So inhale, rise up. Exhale, step out. Goddess squat, but with gargoyle arms or cactus arms. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms up. Step right, cross the leg. Exhale, side bend, right. Inhale, rise up. Ready for goddess. Step out, squat. Strong arms. Inhale, press up. Exhale, step left, cross the leg, and side bend. Just a couple more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, step and squat. Bend those elbows. Inhale, up. Exhale, step right and side bend. Takes a bit of balance too, hey? Inhale, up. Exhale, step out and squat. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, press up. Exhale, step left and side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, step out and squat. Inhale up. Exhale, step right and side bend. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, step out and squat. Inhale up. Exhale, step left and side bend. Inhale, rising up. Step out, but don't squat. Hands down, shake those shoulders out. You must circle back. I can feel at work building up in my shoulders. Drop the arms down. So take a look at your feet. See that your feet now are facing forwards. They're not turned out anymore, they're square. Big toes line up. Again, interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders open, lift the chest, stretch up as you inhale. Then exhale, hinge forwards over the hips, folding down, arms coming up and over. Shake that head out too. Release the head. Okay to bend the knees here. This is a pretty damn strong stretch. You maybe let out a couple of sighs. One more moment. Then release the hands to the legs. Bend the knees and slowly roll back up. It's going to come to some of your warrior strides. Let's just see if we can take that stride a little longer still. So I'm standing slightly uncomfortably wide, turning your right foot to the right as if facing 12 o'clock on a clock face. Bend the right knee over the ankle, second toe, and I'm making a right angle here. Extend the arms out shoulder height and look over that front right hand. This is warrior pose, Virabhadrasana 1, the warrior. And try and find that strength in the body. Like the arms are your swords, proud lift through the chest, fixed steely gaze. The work's starting to build in that thigh. Just breathe deep, 2 more breaths. A little while longer because we're going to add on reverse warrior. So left hand hooks onto your hip, stretch up, keep that knee bend and reach on back towards the back of your mat. But keep bending into that front leg. Inhale, arms up. I know that leg's working hard. Straighten it. Straight but not locked. Keep a micro bend. Engage the thigh. Straight legs. Reach out as if you're reaching for something far away over straight legs. Lower the hand down to your shin. Other hand can be on your ribs if there's something going on in your shoulder today, or reaching straight up to the sky. Broaden through the chest, broaden through your arms. Breathe deep. The strong whole body stretch. Takes a fair amount of balance as well. Taking 3 more breaths. Final breath. Exhale to gaze down. Bend that front knee. Inhale, rising up. Hands come to your hips. Turn the feet again so you're facing this long direction. Big toes line up. Same as a moment ago. Interlace the hands. Roll your shoulders open. Lift the chest skywards. Inhale. And exhale, hinge over the hips. Folding forwards, arms extending up and over. So it doesn't matter how far it folds. You can keep a soft bend in the knees. But let the head hang. Shake it out, yes or no, a couple of times. Releasing your hands, the hands to the floor of the shins. And slowly lift yourself on up. Careful if you get a head rush at the top. We're going to swap and do the other side. So pivot your left foot out. Foot lines up with 12 o'clock on a clock face. The other foot is still parallel. Bend the knee over the ankle, second toe, looking for this right angle in this front knee. Bring the arms out, shoulder height. Gaze down that front hand, gaze down your sword. Proud lift through your chest. Steely gaze. Deepening your inhale. And lengthening that exhale. Deepening the inhale. And lengthening the exhale. One more breath here in Virabhadrasana, the warrior. And we take to reverse warrior. Right hand hooks on the hip and push it down. Reach up and back. Inhale, rise back to warrior two. We get to release that leg now, straightening the leg. Straight but not locked. And try and engage the thigh, lift up this muscle. Reach out over that straight leg, as if you're reaching for something you can't quite get. And then hand down to the shin. Lift yourself up off that leg. Reach the top arm skywards or keep it on your ribs. You can gaze down, out, or even up if your neck feels okay with that. Deepening that breath, big whole body stretch. One more. Exhale to look down. Bend that front knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, the hands to the hips. Turn the feet. You can do a little bit more work in the inside of the thighs. So looking at my right foot, I'm going to turn it out just a little bit, like 45 degrees. Hands are at my heart. I'm going to bend my right knee. Left leg stays straight. And just shift over on this angle. Nowhere near as much as that warrior two though, which is bring this into my inner thigh. Inhale, come back up. Other foot just at 45 degrees, like 10 and 2 on a clock face. Bend the knee, shift over. Other leg straight. Inhale, come up. It's quite a lot of work. Exhale, shift over. Doesn't matter how low, you'll find that edge. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Inhale up twice more each side. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. This is called fan pose. Once more each side, maybe dropping a little lower into it. Mindful of the knees. Inhale up. And exhale over. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, release the hands down, shake them out as you wiggle those feet back on in. So we're going to work a couple of balances now. The balance I'm going to give you is really great for people that sit for work, because what it's going to do is stretch and strengthen your glute muscles, these big muscles in the buttocks, which when we sit on can get quite tight. I'm not going to hold on to anything, but if you've got a chair or a desk or a wall near you, really feel free to hold on to help with the balance so you can actually focus on the stretch. So I'm taking my feet hip distance wide apart, or shoulder distance even. Sink the hips back and down, just like I'm going to sit on the toilet. I'm sitting my weight back, weights reaching back into the buttocks. Bring all of the weight onto the right leg. Pick up the left foot, flex the foot, and place it squarely on top of your thigh. Hands at the heart, or holding on, and start to sit down. Bending at the knees, sit down. The deeper you sit, the more strength and stretch you're going to be getting. So you can find that distance, but again, holding on to something will massively help you focus on the stretch. Inhale, come back up, plant the foot at hip distance, and exhale, sit back down to the other leg, so weight onto the left leg. Pick up the right, flex the foot, holding on to something or not, but sit in by bending at the standing leg. Bending the knee, sit in. Inhale, rise back up and step out and give that a wiggle. Keeping the feet wide, hip distance. I'm going to sit back into it. I'm going to bring both my hands onto my legs. I'm doing standing cat-cow. So have a flat back to begin with and sink the bum. Then squeeze the shoulder blades together and arch the back. Press the chest forwards, arch the back. And press down on the thighs and round the back whilst holding the squat. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, arching the back. Exhale and rounding the back. Again, inhale, arching the back. And exhale, rounding the back. Press down through the feet, straighten on up. So we're going to go back to that balance, but add something on called Shiva Pose. So I'm going to show it you. I'm going to sit back down into my standing pigeon, and then the details, what's important here. Straighten my standing leg, point my foot and jot it out in front of me, and my hands come up. This is meant to be Lord Shiva mid-dance. You can imagine I was doing a little jig. So hands to the hips, sit the hips back and down, weight onto the right leg. Pick up the left leg, flex the foot, hands to the heart or holding something in front of you. Sit down into your standing pigeon. Then we come to Shiva Pose. Straighten the leg, point the foot, lift that leg out in front of you, and hands come up, palms face away. Staying on the same leg, drop back down into standing pigeon. So it's going to do some work in this standing leg, I'm afraid. Come back up to Shiva, straightening the leg. You can feel this thigh. Back down into standing pigeon. Let's go for it once more. Come up into Shiva. Whew. Put that leg down. And I'm sure there's quite some sensation in this other leg. So give it a little pummel, a little slap up either side. Getting that energy moving through your leg. Whew. We've got to do the other side. So squatting down. Weight onto your left leg. Right leg comes up. Hands flat. Sit into your standing pigeon. Come up, straighten the leg. Point the foot, lift the leg. Palms flat out. Bend the leg, flex the foot, squat down. Inhale, lift back up, point the foot, jaunty angle. Squat down. Balance and work. Inhale, come up. Pop the foot down and give this leg a little love. Back up, I'm not done with these. Back into that standing cat-cow. Squat back down, hands on the thighs, back straight. Then squeeze the shoulder blades together, belly comes forwards, arch your back, lift the chest. Exhale, press the ground away and round. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale and round. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. And exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Right, we're adding on another balance. So it's going to go standing pigeon, Shiva to Ganesh, the elephant. We're going to take this leg back, shift my weight onto it, bend the knee, lift the toes, and reach out my elephant ears. See my ears? Come back up, pigeon, ready? Gonna stand on that right leg, hands to the hips, hip distance wide. Sit the weight back and down. Weight onto the right leg, pick up the left foot, place it on the thigh, hands at the heart or you're holding on to something. Standing pigeon. Straighten the leg, come into dancing Shiva. Lift the foot up. To our new pose, the elephant Ganesh. Step that left leg back behind you. Bend the left knee, shift your weight, straighten the right leg, I lift my toes, and show me your ears. We're going to put it all together. Come forwards, hands together. Standing pigeon. Standing pigeon to dancing Shiva. Step back, bend the knee, shift your weight back, bring out your elephant ears. Once more, come forwards. Standing pigeon. Standing pigeon to dancing Shiva. And back to elephant. Inhale, come forwards and step your feet together. Other side. Shift the weight back. Weight, forgotten which side now. Weight onto your left leg. Pick up the right ankle onto the thigh, standing pigeon. Straighten the leg. Dancing Shiva, foot lifts, hands out. Take that right leg back. Bend the knee. Shift the weight back. Other leg straighten, toes lift. Bring out your ears. Let's flow through them. Shift forwards. Hands together, standing pigeon. Open up into dancing Shiva. Step back, bend the right leg, shift the weight back. Open your elephant ears. Once more, come forward, standing pigeon. Open up, dancing Shiva. Stepping back, show me your ears. And come forwards, feet together. Oh, I hope you felt your legs, I did. Bring your hands behind you and bring your hands onto the lower back, onto this sacral area. Lengthen down through the tail. Roll the shoulders open, lift the chest up, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards and really massage with your hands. I can give a good old squeeze with my buttocks, the back of my legs, my calves. Squeeze the Achilles. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms out and up. Twice more, I really want you to squeeze. Hands behind you, lower back, tail down. Roll the shoulders, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, fold down, squeezing your legs. Inhale, rise up, arms out and up. Exhale, circle behind you. Tail down, roll the shoulders, lift the chest. Exhale, folding down, squeeze the legs. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. With those hands, bring them to your chest. Give a little tap on the chest, a little Tarzan-esque. Down the side of your ribs, down the belly. Come tap the lower back, then tap down the back of your legs. Cross the front, up the inside of the thighs. Keep going up, down the side of the ribs, back, buttocks, legs, up the front. Once more, have a good old tap around. Whew. And shake the arms and the legs out. Oh, that should give you a little bit of energy for the afternoon. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice deep inhale. And a long sigh. Namaste.